Hey everybody, welcome. All right, I'm ready to move on from our introductory game to our base level game. And now I'm getting a little nervous because I was pretty confident I could win the intro game. I think it's pretty easy to get through that as long as you think about it. I've never played a base level game yet, so we'll see just how hard it is. Here we go. So let's start a new game. Move on to the base level. There are these other variants you can use to make the game easier. So if I find the base game to be too tough for me, I may have to rely on one or more of these. But let's move along and see what happens. So anyway, before we get started, what's different between the base game and the introductory game? Well, first of all, in the intro game, when you got a trader, you had to play it to your next encounter in line. In this game, you're not forced to assign a trader tile to an encounter. You can discard it, but the price you pay is that you have to destroy 4 of your tiles in your castle. Now, if you have 4 or fewer tiles in your castle, even if you don't have any tiles in your castle yet, you can still do it and just destroy what you have. So I guess in that regard, to the extent you get some traders early on in the game, it's not such a big deal. Also, when you discard a building tile in the intro game, of course, when you discard a building tile, you just discarded it. Now, when you discard a building tile, you can use the tile's special ability. And you know what? I just realized that I'm using an old version of my program because I've since changed these colors to match the colors of the characters. So let me just quit, update my program, and come right back. That's better. Anyway, as I said, when you discard a building tile now, you can use the faction special ability. Each one of these 4 factions has its own special ability. And, I'll just talk about those when they pop up. I'm sure that I'll use all 4 of the abilities at some point during the game. Now, needless to say, because we're playing the base level game, and now we have all these special abilities, the 3 encounters are more difficult than what we saw in the introductory game. Here, this first tile is the same as the first tile of the intro game. You have to have 1 tower, 1 bastion, and 1 line of defense. Now, there are 3 level 2 tiles. You draw 1 at random, and there are 3 level 3 tiles, and you draw 1 at random. So the one I got was in phase 2, rather. I have to have 2 towers and 2 lines of defense, and in phase 3, I have to have 6 lines of defense. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Okay, well, that's essentially the entire castle. Okay, all right, well, let's just move along and see what happens. So let's get underway. Oh, what a nice start. Oh, geez. I should have said that when you draw a black bordered trader tile, that has to be discarded. So my program automatically, I'm sorry, not discarded, it automatically has to be played to the next encounter. So my program just did that automatically. That was a black bordered trader tile. So that's an inauspicious start to our base level game here. Next card. Oh, another one. Oh, geez. Trust me, I did shuffle these tiles. In fact, if I showed you my program code, my program actually shuffles the tiles 10,000 times. 10,000 exactly. But here we go. So I can actually discard this for no ill effect. By discarding this, I have to destroy 4 tiles in my castle. Very easy to do. So I guess this is as good a time as any to get a trader tile. Let's see what the 3rd tile is. Okay, we got a pyro. So that's going to go down here in the bottom of in the middle of our foundation. And our next tile is a sear triangle. So I'm just going to put that over here to the right. Next tile, a circle. What is that? A chameleon. A chameleon circle. I'll just stick that on the right. Not sure what I'm going to do with these just yet. I suppose I could build either a line of chameleons or a line of pyros. I don't know, let's just see what we get and go from there. So I got a juggler. That doesn't match anything. I guess we'll keep our options open, and I'll just put it over here to the far right of our foundation. Next tile. And we get another one. You know, it's so early in the game, I'm tempted to just discard and restart. Yeah, let's just discard it and wipe out the castle. It'll destroy all four of what we started with. There are only so many tiles in this game, so I got to make sure I have enough to play with. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, come on. What can I say? There are 12 traders in the deck, and they all surface to the top. Okay, discarding that one. There are 8 left. Seemed like if you asked me, I would have thought we drew like 6 traders already. It was only about 4. God. Okay. Continuing on. Okay, we got a blue sear triangle back to the foundation. A juggler to the foundation. A chameleon circle. Okay, so I'll show you how chameleon works. When you discard a chameleon, you get to recover a tile from your discard pile that has the same shape as the chameleon you're discarding. So if I discard a circular chameleon, I can recover, well, that's a circular chameleon, but I can recover a circular juggler. So that's what I'm going to do. My program just does it automatically because there's no choice in the matter. It was the only circle it could recover that made any sense. And now I can play that down to my foundation, and I have the start of at least something. So that's how the chameleon works. By the way, when you do discard a building tile, you're not forced to use its ability. But if you decide to use part of its ability, you have to use all of its ability. And that's going to be especially meaningful when I demonstrate how the pyro works. Let's move along, and I drew a pyro, but this one I'm going to play. So if this is going to be a line of defense or a bastion, I think I'll just stick it up here. Okay. Chameleon. Where am I going to put this? I got to move a variety here. I'm just going to put it up here. I'm just thinking I'm going to need a lot of lines of defense, so I might as well have them in different rows. A blue sear circle. I guess I can start above. I could start a tower here, or a bastion. Now, because I have to create all these levels, I got to make sure that my lines of defense, I have to make sure that if I do build this tower here, and of course I need a tower and a bastion for this first encounter, I have to keep it off to the side. I don't want to have it in the middle, because if I have it in the middle of my grid, I can't have lines of defense. So it has to be at least in the first or second column. And of course, right now I'm fine because it's in the far left column. Anyway, a green chameleon circle. I really don't have a good place for that. And there's nothing to recover from the discard pile now except another chameleon circle. So I guess I'm just going to discard it, and my program won't even let me use its ability because there is no ability. There's just nothing to recover from the discard pile. Okay, drawing a red juggler square. Okay, that's good. So that's going to go there for our line of defense. And we've got a seer, so that's going to be for our tower. So far, so good. And, you know, the other advantage of getting a bunch of traders early on is that there are fewer ones to draw. So hopefully, I should watch what I say, but hopefully we won't see one for a while now. Anyway, purple pyro. I guess I'll put it over here to start another line of defense. I just figure I have to have as many lines of defense as I can make, which is 6, because I'm going to need them eventually. So, but I have to get this bastion built. I guess it's going to involve this chameleon, I suspect. Okay. We get a trader. All right, I'm too far along to... I really am too far along. Shoot. Nothing I can do. Let's just play it. All right. Okay, we finished our first line of defense. Purple pyro. So that's good. So we are 1 tile away from our second line of defense. Blue seer finishes our tower. Looking good. I could use some chameleons now to get this bastion going. Juggler circle. We don't know what to do with that. I don't know. I don't want to get rid of it because there's nothing to gain from it. But you know, let's just park it here for now, and maybe I'll be able to do something with it. Oh, crap. All right. So I just realized I'm drawing from the red stack. I could easily lose the game here. I think I'm going to go to the safe stack. Can't take a chance because this would be a very quick end to my demonstration video if I lost so soon. So let's go to the safe stack. So we got a green chameleon circle. Doesn't really help me. I can't use it for my bastion. I don't know. Let's stick it up here. I don't want to get rid of it, again, because there's no point. You never know. So let's just park it up there. Okay, back to the safe stack. Blue seer circle. Can't really use that, but we can use its special ability. When you discard a blue seer circle, you can reveal you draw as many cards as you need to reveal a total of 4 cards. So if I discard this, I can draw 4 more cards and then play them in any order I want. So let's discard that. And now I feel okay going back to the standard stack, because even if I do draw a trader, I don't have to play it right away. So I'm thinking I'm okay to go back here. Let's just watch what happens, because if I inadvertently draw a couple traders, like 2, I may have to go back to the safe stack. All right, so I've got a pyro, a juggler, another juggler. Okay, no traders. All right, okay, I guess I can finish my second line of defense with this pyro and put it there. And I can't put that here. I can put it here. Let's see, I don't want to create a dead... I'm just thinking here. You know what? Let's put it here. It's going to get a little tricky. Now let's discard this one. And the juggler's ability allows me to swap two adjacent tiles, ignoring the rules about not having adjacent shapes, which is true of basically all of the special abilities. When you're doing a special ability, you don't have to worry about getting a circle next to a circle or a triangle next to a triangle. Not that this really matters right now, but what I had in mind was to swap these two tiles, to drag this one down here, basically swap the position, and now I've got a third line of defense in the works. And I've just shifted the chameleon up for a bastion a little bit higher up. I'm not sure if that's going to pay off in the long run, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, we don't need the seer, so we can discard this and draw 4 more tiles. And they can come right from the standard stack. Juggler, chameleon, seer. Okay, that's good. No more traders. Okay, this is good. We can get our third line of defense going, so that can go right here. Green chameleon square. One chameleon is going to go there, and the other one's going to go up here. And now I'm almost close to a bastion, except for this thing. But I can do something with this. I can make this work. Let's draw 4 more tiles from the standard stack. Oh. That's going to have to get played eventually. I've got to make this bastion work. What do I have a tower, I have my line, I just don't have my bastion yet. Let's see what I draw here, because this is going to be critical. I either need the right kind of chameleon, or I need a pyro. That doesn't help. Okay, there's a pyro, so I'm okay. And there's a juggler. Okay, so this I would like to put this here, but I can't because it's a triangle next to a triangle. But we can use a pyro to get it here. So I haven't shown, I've talked about the pyro now a bunch of times. I haven't shown it to you yet. So let's put that triangle there. And now let me demonstrate the pyro effect. So when you discard a pyro, there's actually 2 parts to a pyro. You either don't do either of them, or you do both of them. But you can't do one and the other part, and not the other part. So the first part of the pyro is that you have to destroy a tile. You can destroy any tile, and if you destroy a tile that's beneath other tiles, they will simply fall down and shift downwards. But what I have in mind is to get rid of this chameleon, which isn't helping me. And now the second part of the pyro is I can move a tile that's on top of other tiles. You can't move a tile that's underneath other tiles, but you can move a tile that's on top of other tiles that doesn't have any tiles above it to any empty space following the normal rules of the game, except that you don't have to worry about shapes again. So now, because I'm using the Pyro's ability, and I've done the first part by destroying that chameleon over here, now I can move this Pyro triangle right here when I otherwise would not normally be able to put it. I cannot normally have all these triangles adjacent to one another, but when you're using a special ability, you can do it. So that came in really handy. I'm still not ready to play this. What do I have? Okay, I have a seer in the discard pile, so I can discard the green chameleon circle to get a blue seer circle, and now I can discard this to draw 3 cards from the stack. I'm going to leave this alone for the time being. So let's draw 3 cards from the standard stack. I can't draw 4. You can only draw so you have a total of 4 at most revealed. Okay. None of these cards are terribly helpful. This is really of no value to me. I have nothing, and I don't even have to use its power. Let's just get rid of it and cancel the effect. Same with the Pyro. I have no real use. I need a chameleon. Once I get a chameleon here, I'm all set. I'm nervous about getting rid of the Pyro because I can use the Pyro to move a chameleon that's not in the right place into the right place, but I don't have any extra chameleons anyway. Okay, let's just discard this and not use its effect. And we'll discard this to get some more cards, to get some more tiles, rather. I think I'm going to go back to the safe stack. Because if I don't get what I want, I could really get burnt here, and I'm really well along in this game. I don't know. Let's draw from the safe stack and see if we get something good. Not sure what good is, but okay. Well, that's always good to draw more tiles. That's not really that helpful. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Those were lousy tiles. Not the worst. I mean, at least I can use this seer to draw more tiles and avoid playing this, but still I would have liked to have gotten my chameleon. Chameleon! Oh, why do they have to have a name that is so hard to pronounce? Oh, you know what? I can use this, because I don't have a complete foundation. That's the first rule of meeting an encounter. You have to, before you even resolve an encounter, you have to have a complete foundation. So I've got to fill this gap in. I've kind of been forgetting about this. So let's just, is this the right tile? Yeah, that'll work. Just stick that in the corner. Okay, so now I've met the conditions. All right. So now I've got a red juggler square. What do I do with you? Oh, you know what? I need 2 towers coming up. So I guess I can just start another tower. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I guess we'll discard this and draw 3 more tiles. Question is from which stack? I really can't afford another trader right now. Let's go back to the safe stack. 1. Come on, chameleon. 2. Ugh. Oh God. I'm just thinking what I'm going to do with these because I don't really need them. You know what I could do with these? Maybe work on another line of defense, kind of. Halfway. Because I only need the bastion for the first encounter, and then I don't need any more bastions. So let's stick that here. And let's put this here. Okay, so it's something with them at least. And this will get discarded to draw 3 more tiles. This is the end of the safe stack here. I'm running out of time. Oh, we gotta come. Oh, that's exactly what I need. Okay, might as well finish the safe stack. Well, there's one left. Okay, I got my bastion. So the triangle is gonna go here. Now I'm all set. I've got a tower, a bastion, and 3 lines of defense. More than what I need to resolve this. But no rush. I don't have to play this just yet. What can I do? Oh, this is going to go for my second tower. Okay, that's nice. And this... I got a seer square. I can trade it for a seer square and then discard the seer to get more tiles. And, oh, I actually have a choice here. I can get a pyro or a seer. Don't really need a pyro right now, so I'll take the seer. And let's discard that. And now we can safely go back. Now that I'm ready for the first encounter, I can safely go back. And I'm almost ready for the second encounter. I'm just 1 tile away. I'm feeling much better than I did before. Okay, we can go back to the standard stack now. There's another trader. Okay. Well, might as well get this played. So let's get the first one resolved. So we met the requirements of the first encounter. And then this can go to our next, to our tower. So now we're meeting the we met the requirements? We have 3 lines and 2 towers. 2 lines, and we need 2 lines and 2 towers. So we're ready for the second encounter. Oh, this is much better. What can I do with this? Oh, I know. We don't need the bastion anymore. So let's convert our bastion into a 4th line of defense. So let's discard this pyro. Let's destroy this pyro. So remember, 2 parts to the pyro ability. You destroy one and then move one. So we'll destroy this. And I'll move this guy over here. And now we just have to do it again to make another line of defense of chameleons. And there's not much I can do here. I have to play it. So, but I'm okay because I am meeting the requirements. I just have to get some more lines of defense built. Okay, I haven't seen an empty column here in a while. All right. Anyway, a green chameleon triangle. Okay, we have a pyro triangle in the discard pile, so we can discard that to get a pyro, and now discard the pyro to use the ability to destroy this pyro and drag this chameleon into place, and now we have 4 lines of defense. Okay, now we just have to build 2 more lines of defense, and we're home free, and we're in a pretty good position here. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good here, except for the fact that there's only 1 safe tile left, so if the tiles come out, I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just hope the tiles come out in a reasonable order. A green triangle. Well, Let's get a different kind of triangle to start another line of defense. So what are our choices? Pyros and seers. Let's see, there are 3, 7, 8 pyros remaining between the decks, and there are 7 seers remaining between the decks. Let's get a pyro, because the chances of getting more pyros is a little bit higher than getting more seers. And now let's place that pyro right there to start a pyro line of defense, hopefully. Okay, another chameleon. That's fine. Let's discard it for another pyro from the discard pile. And let's put that pyro over here. Do I care? Probably here is better, because a bunch of triangles in this kind of arrangement means I'm flexible in what I put in there. So let's put it there. Another chameleon. Do I have any pyros left? Squares. I do have pyro squares. Discard it. Get a pyro square. And that can go right there. Oh, these special abilities are really nice sometimes, especially when you have a big discard pile to choose from. Okay, and you happen to draw a lot of chameleons. Chameleons. I should just call them cams. Okay, I got a seer. There are 7 seers left, so I can use that for my last line of defense. So let's put it up here, figuring I'm going to get some more. A red juggler triangle. Is there anything I need to swap? Not really. Well, actually, you know, I will use this ability to swap these two. It doesn't change the line of defense, but having a square here will make it easier to put something else here, because now I'll be able, so I'll just swap these. Now with a square and a square here, I can put a circle or a triangle here, and again, using the ability of the juggler allows me to put a result in having 2 triangles next to one another. In fact, 4 triangles next to one another. So that's good. All right, what's next? A purple, I guess that's for our line of defense, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Some more seers, and the game's over. Wow. I'm feeling good. I was worried I was going to fail and crash and burn. Okay, we got a seer here. That's good. I need a seer. I guess we'll just stick it there. Okay. A juggler. I don't know. Just dump it. Cancel the effect. All right, another seer. That's good. I'll just stick it here. So we just need one more seer. Well, maybe a pyro. Well, let's see what we get. Oh, we got a pyro. Okay. I think I can make this work. Yeah, okay, so I can resolve this. You don't have to wait until you get traders. You can just resolve the encounter anytime you want to. And I'm ready to resolve this because I have the 2 towers and the plenty of lines of defense. So I'll double click this to resolve it. Now I just have to have 6 lines of defense. I'm 1 tile away. I will use the ability of the Pyro to destroy this seer and move this seer up here. I don't need the towers anymore. There's the game. Ha! Oh, wow. I'm almost kind of worried. The question is, am I going to come back and play an expert level game? I really have. I'm kind of nervous about that. I may have to practice. I'm not sure. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this playthrough of the base level game of Castellion. Maybe I'll be back for part 3 if I think I'm up to it. I'll just leave this exactly where it stands. But thanks for watching, everybody. Part 2 is going to get uploaded later today.